Money responds to your relationship with safety, worth, and receiving. Well, welcome to day 42. I'm Dr. Nicole, and today we're doing a mini workshop on feminine energy and money, a topic that brings up so much complexity for women. This isn't about get rich quick schemes or financial planning. This is about understanding how your relationship with money is deeply connected to your relationship with yourself, your worth, and your ability to receive. If you've ever felt guilty about charging what you're worth, if you've struggled to receive money gracefully, or if you've been overworking to prove your value, this workshop will shift everything. Let's start with the foundation. Money responds to your internal sense of safety, not your external circumstances. Scarcity energy operates from fear. There's not enough. I have to work harder to deserve more. If I charge too much, people will leave. I'm not worth what I'm asking for. Safety energy operates from trust. There's enough for everyone. I can create value and receive fair compensation. The right people will pay what I'm worth. I deserve to be compensated for my gifts. When you operate from scarcity, you make decisions from fear. You undercharge, overwork, and exhaust yourself trying to prove your worth through output. When you operate from safety, you make decisions from wisdom. You charge fairly, work sustainably, and trust that value attracts value. The fascinating thing is that money actually flows more easily to people who feel safe and worthy because they make decisions from abundance rather than desperation. Women often have a complicated relationship with money because we've been conditioned to believe that our worth must be earned through suffering. We overwork for money because we confuse effort with value. We think that if we're not exhausted, we're not working hard enough to deserve compensation. We feel guilty about receiving. We've been taught that asking for money is selfish or greedy. So we try to earn it through excessive effort. We undervalue our natural gifts. Things that come easily to us feel like they shouldn't be monetized because they don't feel like work. We fear being seen as demanding. We'd rather be underpaid and liked than fairly compensated and potentially judged. We tie our worth to our productivity. We believe that our value as humans is connected to how much we produce. This creates a cycle where women work harder for less money, which reinforces the belief that they're not worth more, which makes them work even harder. But here's the truth: your worth isn't determined by how hard you work. Your worth is inherent, and your compensation should reflect the value you provide, not the effort you exert. One of the most feminine money skills is learning to receive income without guilt. Guilt around receiving money sounds like, I don't deserve this much. I should give them a discount. I feel bad charging for something that comes naturally to me. What if they think I'm greedy? Graceful receiving sounds like, thank you for investing in yourself. I'm honored to support you in this way. This exchange feels fair and aligned. I receive this with gratitude. The shift is understanding that when you receive money for your gifts, you're not taking something from someone, you're participating in an energy exchange. They receive value from your knowledge, skills, or services. You receive compensation that allows you to continue providing that value. When you feel guilty about receiving money, you're essentially saying that your gifts aren't valuable, which dishonors both you and the person who wants to pay you for them. Feminine money boundaries are about protecting your energy and your worth without becoming hard or defensive. Soft money boundaries look like clear pricing without apology. My rate for this service is X. No justification, no explanation, no apology. Payment terms that protect your energy, requiring payment upfront, having clear refund policies, not chasing people for money. Saying no to undervaluing requests. That doesn't align with my current rates, but I'd be happy to discuss what would work within your budget. Not negotiating your worth. Your prices are your prices. You can offer different packages or payment plans, but you don't discount your value. Charging for your time and expertise. Even quick questions or picking your brain, my favorite, sessions have value and should be compensated. The key is delivering these boundaries with calm confidence, not defensive energy. You're not arguing for your worth, you're simply stating it. Feminine money energy prioritizes ease and sustainability over force and burnout. Masculine money energy says, work harder, push through, sacrifice everything for financial success. Feminine money energy says, create value from your natural gifts, work in alignment with your energy, build something sustainable. This means working with your natural rhythms instead of against them, charging enough that you don't have to take on too many clients, creating systems that support you instead of drain you, building wealth slowly and sustainably instead of through hustle and burnout. When you prioritize ease and sustainability, you create a business and financial life that supports your well being instead of depleting it. Here's some practices for feminine money energy. Charge fairly, research what others in your field charge, and price yourself accordingly. Don't undercharge because you're afraid or because you think you're not worth it. Your prices should reflect the value you provide, your level of expertise, and the transformation you create for others. Learn to receive payment calmly. When someone pays you, receive it with grace and gratitude. Don't apologize, don't feel guilty, don't minimize the value you've provided. Practice saying thank you when you receive money instead of, sorry, it's so expensive, or I hope this is okay. Detach worth from your output. Your worth as a human being is not determined by how much money you make or how productive you are. You can have financial goals and work toward them without making your self worth dependent on achieving them. Try to make financial decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. This doesn't mean being reckless, it means trusting that there's enough and making choices from wisdom rather than fear. Honor your energy. Pay attention to what types of work energize you versus drain you. Structure your financial life around activities that align with your natural gifts and energy. When you heal your relationship with money through feminine energy, you stop overworking and start creating more value with less effort. You stop feeling guilty about receiving and start gracefully accepting compensation. You stop undercharging and start pricing yourself fairly. You stop making money decisions from fear and start making them from wisdom. Most importantly, you create a sustainable relationship with money that supports your well being instead of depleting it. Money flows where safety lives. When you feel safe in your worth, when you trust in abundance, when you can receive without guilt, money flows more easily because you're not blocking it with fear, scarcity, or unworthiness. Work on your internal relationship with safety and worth and watch how your external financial reality shifts to match it. Hit subscribe for day 43, where we're talking about femininity myths that high achieving women believe. Tell me in the comments, what's one money boundary you need to set? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.